What if the only thing that could save you from a serial killer was a jazz band? Well, in 1919, for one night in New Orleans, that was the reality. This is the story of the Axeman.
The Axeman of New Orleans. In the early 1900s, a shadow crept through the streets of New Orleans. A man, or perhaps something far more sinister, armed with an axe and a thirst for fear. Between 1918 and 1919, the city was gripped by terror as a string of brutal murders shook the Crescent City to its core. His targets, mostly Italian-American grocers, were killed in their homes while they slept. The killer would use an axe, sometimes his own, sometimes a neighbor's. He pried open doors with a chisel and would leave the chisel and the axe near the entry point or inside the home. There were no fingerprints, no clear motive, just blood and dread. Newspapers dubbed him the Axeman, and panic spread through the city. And with that, the legend of the Axeman became the stuff of nightmares. Residents double-bolted their doors, and men stayed up all night with shotguns. But the Axeman always slipped away like a phantom in the night. Then came the most chilling moment. On March 13, 1919, the Times-Picayune newspaper received a letter. It was signed to Axeman, and he wrote, "I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. At 12:15 on the next Tuesday night, I am going to pass over New Orleans. In my infinite mercy, I am going to make a little proposition." He claimed he'd spare anyone in a house where a jazz band was playing. That night, March 19, 1919, New Orleans came alive with sound as jazz bands played in every corner of the city to avoid the wrath of the Axeman. And just as he promised, no one died that night. But the killings didn't stop. The Axeman struck again and again over time. The police had no leads. Some believed he was a deranged serial killer, others a mafia enforcer. There were even whispers that he was a demon. And then one day, just like that, he vanished. The Axeman was never caught. No arrest, no confessions, and no answers. To this day, the Axeman remains one of the most terrifying, unsolved mysteries in American history. A phantom with an axe, a taste for jazz, and a city that will never forget his name.
Had you heard of this story before? Let me know in the comments who you think the Axeman could have been. Make sure to follow for more dark history from here in New Orleans. We'll see you in the next video.